My name is Mike Sonata. I'm pretty much like a quiet, humble guy. A lot of energy, I've been told. I got the name Sonata from music theory. It means instrumentally harmonic. And I just like, yo, that's dope. Once I start recording and writing, I was like, you know what, I am kind of harmonious. I can work with that. I can go with Sonata. I always grew up listening to music. Growing up, you know, we really didn't have much to work with, so it was either watch Sesame Street or listen to the radio. So I prefer to listen to the radio. My mom gave me my first radio when I was 5, and like it was nothing but pop rock music and everything. But eventually the hip hop R&B stations came along, so I started working with that. But my brother, he had a couple studios back in Sarasota. Shout out to Sarasota. And sometimes after school, I would go over, stop by the studio, and start messing around with the equipment and stuff. And you know, if he hears something that he like, he be like, "Wait, do that again." I'm a recorder, so I want you to do that same melody that you just did. So I'm like, okay. So like, after that, I kept enjoying it more and more, and the more I grew to love it, the more I knew that this is what I wanted to do. There's like the producers or the beat makers, they always have to lay out the canvas, so you know, like the artist could get an idea and, you know, paint that picture for them and, you know, make sure that it coexists, I guess. I'm an emotional person, so I gotta feel something. So if there's like a certain type of instrument that's in the beat, like the bass, like if you got that funk in the bass, then you know I'm gonna be starting feeling funky. If I hear a melodic piano, then I'm gonna think of something soft and dramatic. Or if I hear a guitar, I'm gonna think like not folkish, but you know, some type of alternative key or whatnot. So it basically it's just the instrumentation, I guess. Well, I had this project called the Dear Radio project that I've been working on since the beginning of 2012, and basically it's like I'm writing a letter to the radio saying like, well, you guys keep playing the same songs all the time. Like, don't you think that the radio listeners want to hear something different? You know, not the same old Drake or Chris Brown songs or Lady Gaga or whatever. Like, some people want to hear some new music all the time. Like, if not brand new artists. Like, that's the reason why I listen to the radio, to see what's new and what's out there. So it's basically like writing a letter to the radio saying like, if you could play my song, so I guarantee you can get more listeners. So if you play my song, you're gonna get a whole new fan base, or I'm gonna get a whole new fan base, which was my main intention. But yeah, just singing out with sincerity, writing out with sincerity. Like, just play me over here, play me over there, around the world. Like, just put me out there. Just say like, you know, I'm what's different. I'm what's next right now. My genre would be more like a little bit of everything. You got some R&B, you got some pop, you got some alternative rock in there, a little bit of electronic stuff. Basically, it's just a whole melting pot full of genres in there that I'm playing around with, still trying to figure out what's right. But mainly, if I had to pick, I'd say it'd probably be more like popish route. I have a collaboration that I plan on doing with my friend Queen Liz. Shout out to Queen Elizabeth over on the West Coast. I'm also going to school too, so I'm trying to get that degree in music. You always gotta have a plan B, so that is my plan B. But yeah, basically just writing more songs and hoping to collaborate with other artists and producers, try to get things off from there. Um, Also planning on relocating to the West Coast and start making a name for myself out over in that end, which I kind of have. There's a little buzz going around there for me in the right places, so my name is being kept. Um, just record, man. That's all I want to do is just record. In the next 5 years, I hope to be in the major cities like either New York or Cali or whatnot with my degree. Working with producers, probably do stuff independently, probably focus more on the songwriting route because that's what I feel most comfortable in. But then again, you know, it doesn't hurt to branch out. But by branching out, I'll probably like start doing some recording engineering or whatnot, you know, put that degree into motion. And again, like just networking more, collaborating more, just stay in and around music all the time. Emily Sande, this new artist out over from the UK, her songwriting skills are like so deep, but well, there's no but. It's so deep and soulful that it's impactful. Like once you start to hear it, so I really would like more people to check her out because she's really dope. I want to see her live, maybe even work with her one day. And then you know you also have these other artists that are alternative, like always like so far left with their music that you wouldn't even think like an African American person would be able to pursue that. Like Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish, he does the country thing. You got Lenny Kravitz who's rock and roll, and Fifi Dobson from Canada who's like alternative rock and roll. I like that. And then you got Winter Gordon who sings electronic music, which is dope. I've never seen a African American person do anything like that, so I would like to hear something different from that. So I guess that's like my motivation right there, like black people doing different things but still, you know, have that type of soul in them too, but still like being far left with their music. That's what I plan on doing with my music.